Sector-specific issues aside, Apple stock is worth a look. Investors have warmed back up to Apple in recent months, mostly because of rising confidence in the tech giant's prospects. While shares may be vulnerable to a near-term pullback, take a bite out of Apple. Let's dive in. Is it time to take a bite out of Apple stock? Welcome to Timely Investment Research. Since the start of the year, investors have warmed back up to Apple. Apple stock has climbed by nearly 30% during this time frame. Although some of its more recent lift may be because of investors cycling back into big tech as a safe harbor from the banking crisis, rising confidence in the company's prospects has been the key driver. Following this rally, the question is whether now is a good time to enter and/or add to a position or to sit on the sidelines. On one hand, Apple is of course not immune to the tech sector headwinds that are still affecting the other FANG components. This tech giant may have a stronger chance of reporting better results much sooner and to a greater extent compared to its rivals. So, what's the best move? Let's dive in and find out why Apple stock has outperformed. Apple shares have outperformed the broad market as measured by the S&P 500 year to date. Not only that, the stock has outperformed most other large-cap tech names, including Microsoft. Again, improved investor sentiment, not necessarily company-specific news, has been the main reason Apple stock has been crushing it as of late. But that doesn't mean the current surge in optimism is based on nothing more than wishful thinking. Recently, several sell-side analysts have been laying out a substantive bull case for Apple. For example, Jefferies analyst Kyle McNeely has argued that channel checks show that demand for iPhones remains robust, despite current economic headwinds. Other analysts, like Wedbush's Dan Ives, have also noted demand trends appear promising for the iPhone, particularly in China. Optimism for Apple does not end there. As Goldman Sachs' Michael Ng discussed in a recent research note, various factors like secular growth in its services unit could more than offset cyclical headwinds. This suggests that, like I mentioned earlier, Apple may have an easier time exiting the current tech downturn than, say, Google parent Alphabet. Or does it? A near-term pullback is possible. Analysts seem to be bullish on Apple stock again, and so does the market. However, before pouncing on shares at current prices, on the expectation that the trend is your friend, keep in mind that rising optimism alone doesn't guarantee a smooth ride back to all-time highs. The situation with Apple may be much better than previously feared, but the tech slowdown remains likely to weigh on results in the near term. The sell side, after lowering its earnings forecast for the current quarter after the last earnings release, has yet to raise it. If you may recall from the prior quarterly earnings release on February 1, results fell short of expectations. If results again come up short, it may knock some of the wind out of the latest Apple rally. That's not all. While iPhone demand trends may be promising today, that doesn't mean further weakness doesn't lie ahead. A much-feared global recession still hasn't arrived. If one takes shape within the year, this could increase uncertainty about Apple's potential to embark on an earnings rebound starting in the next fiscal year, as implied by current sell-side forecasts. Another pullback is within the realm of possibility. My verdict on Apple. Even as there are a few factors that could temporarily knock Apple lower in the short term, conversely, some upcoming developments may give the latest rally some additional runway. A good example is with this year's Worldwide Developers Conference, or WWDC, scheduled to take place between June 5th and June 9th. At the event, Apple could unveil its much-anticipated augmented reality, virtual reality headset product. That said, it may be best to assume that shares remain vulnerable to a pullback. While performing better than other FANG components, sector-specific issues are not yet in the past and could again weigh on sentiment. Still, if your time horizon extends beyond the here and now and you are bullish on its long-term catalysts, take a bite out of Apple stock at current prices. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Timely Investment Research. We're so glad you did. If you found value in today's video, please give us a like, hit that bell icon to never miss an upload, and hey, don't forget to subscribe.